This is a yoga and mindfulness meditation video to help you prepare for the LSAT. I'm a registered yoga teacher, as well as taking the LSAT myself in a couple of months. I find mindfulness really helpful for my concentration in test taking and studying, and it also helps me deal with some of the nerves surrounding the law school admissions process and the LSAT itself. Today, we're going to be doing some gentle chair movements to settle our bodies before quieting our minds with a guided meditation. This is a great practice to do before studying or during a mid-study sesh break, really whenever you need to focus and recenter. By participating in the instructed activities, you agree to the waiver of liability linked below, so please be sure to check that out. Now, grab a sturdy chair, find some space, and let's get started. Begin by pressing your feet into the ground. Be sure all parts of your feet are on the ground, even if that means scooting forward in your chair a little bit. And then stack your knees over your ankles. Sit nice and tall. Make sure both hips are pressing into the chair evenly. And stack one vertebrae on top of the other, all the way from the base of your spine to the top of your head. Sit tall. Now let's bring our attention to our breath. Take one hand to your heart and the other hand to your belly. And let's begin to listen. Without judgment, without imposing a certain breath pattern, let's just take our awareness to where our breath's at today. Does it feel fast? Does it feel slow? Is it deep? Is it shallow? Wherever it's at, that's okay. Let that be okay. And just keep breathing. Release your hands, and we'll drop our head to one side to stretch out our neck. Today we'll be focusing on using our breath to help us focus. Inhale your head back to center and drop it to the other side. If your mind begins to wander throughout any of this, that's okay. Just bring it back to your breath. And now inhale back to center. The next few poses are great if you have been sitting or if you will be sitting, especially at a desk. So go ahead and take some wrist rolls, first one way, and then the other, nice and gently to start out. And flex your fingertips up. Stretch through all 10 fingers. Keep breathing. If you notice your shoulders shrugging, exhale and let them fall down. And now point your fingertips down. Stay with your breath. We're just going to be moving a little mindfully today. You can take one more up and down. All right. Now let's do some shoulder rolls. So bring your shoulders in towards each other. This is sometimes how we sit at a desk. And now let's bring them up towards our ears. Draw our shoulder blades together and then let them relax. We'll take a few more of those. Bring them in, bring them up, and let them fall down. This is great because you can do it really anywhere. Anytime you're sitting, you need to just loosen up a little bit. Take some shoulder rolls. And exhale. All right, stretch your fingertips out to each side. Inhale, bring your ears or your shoulders to your ears. Exhale, let them go. Inhale, shoulders to the ears. Bring an awareness to how that feels, how that might feel different for you. And reach towards each side of the room. Keep breathing. Exhale and let your arms come down to the sides. Now we'll bring a little movement into our spine. Inhale, reach your arms up above your head. Exhale and twist to one side. Your front hand can come to the side of your leg. Just make sure you're stable on your chair. As you inhale, reach your head a little more towards the sky. Exhale and twist a little deeper. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, twist. And then inhale your arms back up towards the sky. We'll take that on the other side. Make sure you're stable on your chair. And move with your breath. This is another great energizer if you're sitting at a desk. Twists are great for energizing. Inhale your arms up above you. Exhale them down. All right, brace yourself on one side by grabbing the chair, and then reach your other arm up above your head and open your lung. Maybe even look up at your fingertips if that feels okay. And breathe nice and deep, especially in your open side of your lung. Exhale, back down. We'll take that on the other side. Make sure you're stable on your chair and reach your arm up. Let your breath be big. Maybe look up towards those fingertips. And then exhale your arm down. We'll take one more spine movement, some cat-cow variations, and I'll turn to the side so that you can see a little better. So hold your hands on your knees, and we're going to round the spine all the way from the base of the spine to the top of your head for cat pose. Inhale, look up and draw your shoulder blades together for cow. Exhale into a cat. Inhale upwards, draw the shoulder blades back. Cow pose. You can keep moving here with your breath, with your inhales and exhales, or if you want to hold one of these for a little longer, just keep breathing. And when you feel good, find a neutral spine. Sit nice and tall. Next, we'll work into our hips a little bit with a figure 4 pose. So make sure your knees are directly on top of your ankles to help stabilize you. Take one of your feet and let your ankle come right on top of your knee. Flex through those toes. That protects your other knee. And sit nice and tall. Ground both hips into the chair. And if this feels great, stay here. If you'd like to take a little bit of a deeper stretch, make sure you're stable on your chair and start to lean forward a little bit. Hip openers are a great time. Even though they might be a little bit challenging, they're a great time to practice our focus. Keep that top foot flexed and keep breathing. Release out of it and let your foot come to the ground. Now we'll take the same thing on the other side. Make sure that knee is on top of your ankle and take the other foot. Ankle comes on top of knee. Flex through those toes. Sit tall. Bring your attention to your breath or bring it back to your breath. And if you'd like to begin to lean forward, make sure you're stable here. Hip openers can be a little bit challenging. That's okay. Let your breath guide you. Exhale and bring your feet back to the ground. Sit nice and tall. On your inhale, bring your arms up to the sky. Take a nice stretch through the sides of your body. And then exhale, let your arms come down to the side. Find a more passive seat in your chair and we'll begin our meditation. You can lean back if you'd like, but still sit upright. Take your attention to your breath. If it helps to bring one hand to your heart and the other to your belly, to just keep your focus on your breath, do that. If that's not comfortable, just let your hands relax into your lap. You can soften your eyes or close them if that's comfortable. Just breathe. Just listen. We'll begin a body scan to help us acknowledge any tension that's still left in our bodies, and to hopefully remove it by bringing our awareness to it. So begin with your feet and your legs. Let them be heavy in the ground, on your chair. Let your back relax into the chair. And bring your awareness to your lungs. Sometimes when we get nervous, our lungs can constrict and tighten. Let's use this moment to practice letting our lungs breathe freely, letting that oxygen get to our brains unencumbered. So breathe deeply. Let your breath be big. Let it expand all 360 degrees through your lungs. Maybe even let it expand places you haven't breathed for a while. Places that are usually tight. Let your breath do that for you. Now move your awareness to your fingertips. Let them relax from your fingertips to your elbows, and your elbows to your shoulders. If you'd like to take a shoulder roll here, go ahead and take that. Whatever you need to feel comfortable, to feel like the stress is leaving your body. From your shoulders to your neck, let those be heavy as well. And from your neck, all the way to your face muscles. Acknowledge any stress, any tension you might be holding in your face. And use your breath to bring your awareness to it and to release it if that's possible today. Continue to breathe. Let your mind rest on one strength, one of your superpowers. Maybe that's that you're a really strong reader. Maybe you have a great plan of action. Or maybe you've been working really hard, studying for a while for the LSAT. Whatever it may be, let your mind rest there. Pick just one thing. And if your mind begins to wander or self-doubt creeps in, just bring it back. Bring your thought back to your one strength. And continue breathing. You are capable. You are hardworking. You are thoughtful. And you can do this. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in this strength and breathe out your power. You can do this. We close today by taking one hand that represents our body and the other hand that represents our mind, and bringing them together as a symbol of union, togetherness. Thank you for practicing with me today. Be sure to like and subscribe to LSAT Unplugged for more holistic LSAT prep resources. You can find my socials and website linked below. Check those out if you want more information on yoga, mindfulness, meditation, or one-on-one instruction. Thanks and happy studying.
Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them, and feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.